All right, would you believe a random story about some pissed off, computer type talented people within the various governments who really got sick of inaction doing a man in the middle attack and handing out orders, doctoring hiring, so if there's people within ICE wondering how in the hell some of these knuckleheads got hired, how is it that an ICE agent's children were just picked up and processed? Oh no! Sorry, but not sorry. What's the other phrase going around? FAFO? Anyways. Over time, eventually, the general public will find out more and more about the United. A group born out of Five Eyes in combination with NATO, who was really sick of the fucking corruption and some really evil shit that was allowed to persist far too long because of that corruption. But again, perhaps you can all just accept we're out there. It's up to you all. Vote the fucking assholes out. Prosecute the jerks, bullies, greedy fools, evil bastards, fucking sons of bitches. You get the idea? Quick summary for those wondering what the hell's going on. There was a small contingency of us back in the late 80s, mid 80s, who all sort of stumbled on the same issues. We saw the pattern of bigots, bullies, jerks, and greedy fools overlapping various nations through, various means. It was ugly. Try to convince some of our bosses at the time, those who could have done something then, there was a problem. Well, took a while to convince. And in doing so, it just doubted how bad that network of bigots, bullies, jerks, and gritty fools had intertwined amongst themselves. In many ways, it morphed into a very large, very ugly mole hunt. 9/11 didn't help. Complicated matters. Some people retired, some people were retired. Take that for however you want. Anyways, the United's here. We're still ticking. We're still kicking. There's a lot of names in that Epstein list once you start digging. Once you start following the FedEx shipments. Who shipped what where? Last few years, dog teams got busy. Very busy. Same time, some of those targets got treed by the dogs. Waiting for the press to find them, find the links, out the corruption, out the evilness that was done. It's been a rough few years. My apologies. I say a few years, it's been a few decades for some of us. If not longer. Did the United set up Trump and everybody else? What's that old phrase? Give them enough rope to hang themselves with? Fishing. Let them run the line out. tire themselves out, expose just how weak they are. Rev.com discussion board captioning Binocular Bob. Anyways, you get the picture. This operation's been ongoing for a long time. Expose information to those above who could act, who were in a position to do something about it, and see who does what. Too many fucking hid the information, didn't want to believe it because, well, they wanted to save their 401k, their pension, their career, their whatever. Scared that taking down Epstein and the Mossad bullshit con artists would trigger the fucking Samson Protocol and we lose a bunch of cities to hidden Israeli nukes. That's what they were scared of. Pathetic. Anyways, bigots, bullies, jerks, and greedy fools. Some were paperclip Nazis. Some were the kids of paperclip Nazis. Some were Soviets. Some were the kids of Soviet immigrants. Some were Zionists. Some still are. Any one of those. In all their various forms, and all their various colors and creeds and tribes and races and ethnicities across this planet. Bigots, bullies, jerks, and greedy fools. So Netanyahu's dying. Members of his cabinet will fucking die too with them. That's the rumor on the street. Rumor is Putin died long ago, and that's a body double. Fine, who's he working for? Who's he working with? Rumor is, Sleepy Joe died a while ago. Fine, that's a body double. Who are they working with? Who are they working for? How many of those towns in the disputed territories overlapping the war zones, U.S., Russia, and Ukrainian war zone cities? How many of those cities had way too much fucking slave trafficking going on? Nothing being done by predecessors before Zelensky. Zelensky getting overwhelmed, not sure what to do. How many of those towns in the hands of mafia? Selling kids. Selling women to the highest bidder. How many selling to the Middle East? How many buying in the Middle East? These are the networks that will be outed by Russia media, by Iran. How much bullshit going out of China in and out Southeast Asia and all those countries and all those enclaves. How much sex tourism for the gay community into Puerto Vallarta. Pedophiles renting time with the flower girls that are 10 years old or less. If you happen to be a Canadian or American wondering where your grandfather disappeared to in Mexico and never came home, did you dig through and find some photos later and wonder what they were up to? And why you're not real worried that they never came back? Epstein is just the tip of the iceberg. Five Eyes, as well as our allies in every country, will be outing this, slowly peeling that onion, exposing it. We'll work as quickly as possible. Maybe that certain countries got to shut down their government for a short period and then do elections sooner rather than later. It's just how it is. Given the scope of the bigotry and other bullshit, assholes who'd rather have pedophiles than fuck. God damn. What a litmus test. I'd rather so many fucking bigots would rather have a pedophile than Obama. Wow. For the record, Obama didn't act on this shit because we were still trying to get our heads wrapped around the sheer extent of it all while dealing with some seriously horrible terrorists. Assholes would blow up or destroy or poison fucking stupidity at a fucking horrible level. Bigots, bullies, jerks, and greedy fools willing to kill, murder, maim, rape just because they can. Fucking enough of the slavery, enough of the bullshit, enough of the lies and everything else. There are elements within Homeland Security, within the ODNI, within Five Eyes, subgroups that are fully fucking batshit crazy, bigoted, narcissistic, homicidal nut jobs. So, if you've seen Swordfish, and a bunch of cars go boom, take a look at who was in it. Bet you $1 they claim to be FBI, but actually were Mossad. Bet you $1 they were some fucking goddamn South African bullshit con artists, wannabe dictators of the planet, and fucking hidden away and bribed and bullshitted and conned their way through whatever. Enough of the bribery, the lies, the fucking bullshit. Hitler and the fucking Germans had the SS protecting them, while all those fucking goddamn supporters had their security teams and company security teams and yada yada yada. He supported and protected pedophiles and homicidal maniacs, poisoning the planet, trying to kill people off just so they could have their own everything to themselves. Everybody survived. They were just going to fucking brainwash and enslave. Continue to do so. That ends. So if you read everything I wrote on Rev.com discussion board, you know it's one big triple Geeter fuck you counterintelligence operation. It's been going on since the fucking 80s. Beating out, exposing, taking down, destroying different horrible groups. So if you watch through and you look through for all those fucking horrible things you could find in the history books in the 80s, 90s, thousands, and why weren't they prosecuted? Go dig. How many are still alive? How long did they live after their shit was found out? How many were just rounded up and renditioned somewhere? A lot. That's the answer. A lot of these horrible assholes were rounded up and renditioned and questioned thoroughly. Because a lot were stupid enough to claim they were CIA, to claim they were FBI, to claim they were this, that, whoever. Once we cross-referenced, we made the call. Bring them in, question them thoroughly. Anyway, bigots, bullies, jerks, greedy fools, fucking slave traders, and everything else. So, while a lot of us had our day jobs, our cover jobs, or whatever, it's the shit we had to deal with on the side. Out of prying eyes. Sometimes, as the world witnessed, assholes like Epstein get protected. He's intelligent, he's that, don't touch, let him go. So, as you listen to this, there's numerous other billionaire islands being visited by our teams. So yeah, when you read Rev.com discussion board on captioning and you see my notes about how we helped some of those kids and some of those kids decided to go, let's just say La Femme Nikita, Triple X, you kind of get the idea with Vin Diesel, that kind of shit. A little of this, a little of that, add it all together. Motivated field agents for a new era. Motivated dog teams. Someone once asked me what's going to happen with Trump. Quite possibly one of his victims will either do a crying game or a Victor Victoria. Combined with Nikita. And there will be about 8,000 grassy knoll fucking targets that nobody can decide on who did what. Or he's sitting as an invalid in a nursing home. And much like, like Reddington was paralyzed for a bit. Kinda, sorta. Each medicine he gets, fortunately, he's got a degenerative disease and he's just slowly dying. It's so sad. Granted, that could already be Netanyahu. I'm hearing murmurs and rumors of upheaval in Iran. I hear the hardliners are on their way out. The bigots, the jerks, the psychopaths who manipulate and use death to America, death to USA, blah, 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 as their rally cry for their bigoted fools and their sycophants. Those groups in every country. Death to them! Deport the immigrant! Hate these people! Kill these people! They're on the way out. globally. To those on my team who've been part of this since the 80s, thank you for trusting me. I asked a lot of you, and you stood up. The world will never know who you are, where you are, what you've done, but I thank you. This planet is a better place for your kids and grandkids than it ever was for us and our fucking parents and grandparents. To those within Israel, within IDF who know what the plan is, they know they're on board. Palestine will be Palestine. Gaza will be part of Palestine. Deviations from that, bigotry, hatred, etc., homicidal nutjob activity will be outed, will be dealt with. Doesn't matter if you're Jewish, Arabian, Persian, whatever you identify as. No more bigotry, no more slavery. No more rape, no more exploiting children. None of it. The excuse that it's part of your culture doesn't fly. Unacceptable behavior. Period. No more bigots, no more bullies, no more jerks, no more greedy fools, no more pedophile, sycophantic, bribery, bullshit. It's not that hard to understand. So those of you who are convinced Biden died in 2019 and was replaced with a body double, who killed him then? Who killed Biden in 2019 if you are so convinced that is what happened? Who authorized that attack? How did it happen? When did it happen? How did it go down? If he was shot according to the rumors, who shot him? Why shoot him? Could it be because Netanyahu and Trump are so intertwined, and Kushner and everything else, along with fucking the Sods and all of their hatred and bigotry and enslavement and self-entitlement? You're so convinced Biden was shot in 2019. Who did it and why? Because Biden did not rig an election to win. Biden did not commit treason. Biden did not protect pedophiles. But the one person, well, two people who three people, four people, a whole lot of people helped Trump rig the elections, help protect pedophiles, all neatly packaged for you all to identify. Given enough rope to publicly hang themselves and sit back and wait and see. What will you do about it? Was there points in time in which we had body doubles for President Biden? Yes, there was. Just like there was points in time in which Melania had a body double in order to act as a bodyguard at his side. Why would we use body doubles also for Biden at other points in time? Because it was necessary. Because bigots, bullies, and greedy fools had did horrible shit. So we use body doubles for President Biden as a tool. He is mad because he didn't win. You're mad because you lost to me and my team. When I told you to stand down, when I came across this information long ago, and I told you what you were doing was wrong and was doomed to failure. And I am reminding you that what you did was wrong. And you, your team, all of your sycophants are doomed. You had your chance. Goodbye.